It's Madden NFL 23, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers on Thursday night.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Takes it at the 7. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And finding the tight end Hooper. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is brought in at the 21. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense trots out. And just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown drive. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you gotta like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Henry is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run with a veteran. It's Dontrell Hilliard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Westbrook-Akine from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7-7, our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Rodgers. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got to go to the overall, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now Rodgers. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield, and how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and another touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, your offense is tough before a game that runs every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Play action, it's Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. To throw is Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are back within a score.
Hey! Unlock lines! Bronco switch!
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that 1st half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the 2nd half. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this 2nd half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Henry again on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
First down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That was home Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting run backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd down and goal. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything, forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards Jr., his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
That's right, dog. That's right.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well,
Tannehill intercepted again.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken. away after a gain of just 1.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Titans now.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway. That helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it's good enough for a Tennessee 1st down. A handoff running left, Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's Tannehill.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, Dillon.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Again, it's Jones. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. An inside give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, the snow, not only did it not dampen the crowd's enthusiasm, they were great, but it didn't slow down the offenses either.
Let's start with the first thing you said, the crowd. Normally when it snows, what do you want to do? You bundle up, right? You don't get out of your seat. You don't cheer as loudly. That didn't happen with this crew. They were into it. And then the second part, offense is executed at a high level when you expected maybe to see a few more turnovers, the ball slip out of guys' hands. They took care of the ball in a big way.